Hey, hey, amazing people. Hey, 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 hey. How y'all feeling today? I hope everybody had a great day. A great day. 2023 has been amazing. Okay, I don't got no complaints. I don't got no complaints. No, it's been amazing. It's been amazing. How y'all doing? We gonna announce the tour city this week. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of a hint though, baby. Atlanta. Okay. People in Georgia wasn't playing. They said, listen, Charlotte Kimmy, we need the Royal Empowerment Tour to show up in Atlanta. So yeah, we gonna go hard for hard, you know. Hey Spotlight. Hey, good evening, Miss Brown Sugar. Hey y'all. Hey y'all. I hope you had a great day. Today has been really, really amazing. It's been amazing. Um I do want to tell you about my trip to New York and my meeting I had in New York about the show. I'm gonna do that on another live. I'm gonna definitely do it this week to fill y'all in on what's going on, but I'll do that on another live. Hello, Gary, Rodney, Jamar, Cameron, Tony. Don't just watch comment, cause I'm doing shout outs. Come on, let's go. Let's go. I think this is gonna be one of the most powerful lives I ever did. Okay? Period point blank. Edward, hello. You know what I love about y'all? Like when I meet y'all, cause it don't matter what city I'm in, baby. I meet one of y'all and I love it. I love it. I love how y'all can say my name. When I say that just warms my heart. When I meet people and they be like, "Are you Charlotte Kimmy?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And they be like, "I watch you all the time. I'm your biggest fan. I love you." And I'll be like, "I love you too. I love how you say my name. I love that y'all can say my name. Do you hear me? I love traveling and meeting y'all. It don't matter where I go. I told y'all I was in St. George, South Carolina. And if anybody watching know anything about St. George, baby, St. George is small. You hear me? It's a small town in South Carolina, baby. And I met one of y'all. I was like, what? And my aunt said, and my aunt was like, why you meet somebody that follow you here in a small town, St. George, South Carolina? Um, Hello from Chicago. Hello, Rob. I love you too. I love you too. Period. Love you too. Um, I wanted to really come and share something that I think it's gonna free some people. It's gonna free some people, right? Yeah, man, this is the 2023 vibes. Listen, every day's gonna be amazing. You hear me? Period point blank. Period point blank. Every day gonna be amazing. Every single day. Jarrell said it's about 10 miles from me, South Carolina, born and raised. Shout out to South Carolina, baby. Every time I tell people from South Carolina, right? And I'd be like, yeah, I've been to South Carolina before. They'd be like, oh, where you been? And I'm like, I've been to St. George, I've been to Chester. They like, what? What you doing there? They like, what you doing there? I'm like, first of all, baby, I love St. George, baby. And I love Chester, baby. Okay? I met some of the most amazing people. Don't play with me. Shalakimia loves a small town. Okay. My family originates from Sumter in Bishopville, South Carolina. That's where my family originates from. Okay. Uh-huh. Yeah. But yeah, so oh, you need to go live with me on my page. Oh yeah, we're gonna do that. Oh, this year we about to turn it up. Baby, I'm about to have panels and everything on my talk show. We about to get the party started. You hear me? Um, I also want to thank everybody that has been buying the motivational audios because I've been taking. Listen, y'all, I'm taking every single dime. You hear me? I don't care what you buy off my website. I'm taking every single dime and putting it into my talk show studio, and everything is coming together lovely. Y'all hear me? When I say equipment and all that, oh, it's coming together lovely, lovely. I'm excited. I'm excited. I promise y'all. So we have to have the head. Oh, y'all see the title of the video, the head, yeah. So I'm gonna get into that because I don't want people to be thinking with a dirty mind. Because I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about spiritual. Get your Come on, baby, get your mind out the gutter. I'm talking about spiritual head, okay? E, I ain't gonna go there. But listen, so one thing I learned in Jamar don't let that baby, y'all listen, you could call it a podcast, a talk show, a whatever, a radio show, you could call it whatever you want to call it. Baby, it's coming. You know what I'm gonna do? I used to have a radio show, y'all. I'm gonna post my radio show on my YouTube so y'all can listen to it. Y'all gonna love it. It used to be off the chain, okay? Bitter baby moms, all of that. I'm sorry, it used to be crazy. My radio show used to be crazy. But listen, come on, yeah, take notes, Cameron. Now listen. So I know that we all have been hurt, right? We've been hurt. And it's like when you like transitioning, and you trying to be a better person every day. You striving to be a better person. You know what I mean? You left your old ways alone. You trying to walk with the Almighty. You trying to live like the Almighty wants you to live. You trying to do the right thing every day. You trying to do the right thing by people. And you sitting up feeling like, baby, I didn't even go through all this when I was doing bad. You hear me? Baby, when I was out here living in this flesh, I wasn't even it wasn't this crazy. It wasn't this tough. It wasn't this hard. You know, I know it's a lot of people that feel like that, right? And it's a lot of people that have during your journey of transitioning, into doing better, for yourself. You have given up your old ways. That you don't do that no more. You see what I'm saying? You a better person. You living right. You doing right by people. You're doing the right things. You're changing to be a better person. And with that change has come attacks. With that change has come obstacles. You see what I'm saying? It's like I change. You like Almighty. I changed, but like, why is this happening? It's happening because the attack is happening because they want you to go back to who you used to be. It wants you to go and operate how you used to operate so that can set you back. And so you don't continue to walk in your purpose so you can get to where you're getting to and so you can get the blessings that are for you. Do you understand? It's an attack and it's a setup so you don't become a better person. You understand what I'm saying? I know there's a lot of people that are struggling with this and have struggled with this. Even though we in a new year, it's 2023. Yeah, it's a new year, but some people are still going through things. And I want to come and I want to remind you today. I want to be able to pour into you today when this was in my spirit all day to share. People will try to come and say, well, we ain't gonna listen to Shalakimia, or why y'all listen to Shalakimia, and she ain't married, how y'all going come and listen to what she's saying, and this, that, and the third. And that's how a lot of times people miss the blessing, and that's how sometimes people miss what the Almighty needs them to know, because they are looking at who's delivering the message. You see what I'm saying? And not what the message is. Don't miss what I just said. People are more focused on the person delivering the message, who they are, what they got going on, versus the message that the Almighty is trying to get to you. Do you know how I became um close to God? Do you know how I started reading the word and things like that? It was a man in prison. You heard what I said. It was a man in prison. It wasn't somebody that go to church every Sunday. It wasn't a pastor. It wasn't an evangelist. It wasn't a minister. It was someone that was incarcerated that introduced me to God. I didn't never focus on where he was. I focused on what he was saying to me because that was something that God needed for me to hear in that season, in that on that level that I was at. I needed that. I needed him to pour into me and bring me closer to God because it was time for me to walk in my purpose. My purpose was chasing me down. I could not escape it. You understand that? It was time. Someone in prison was a puzzle piece to who I am today. Do you know if I would have been an ignorant person at that time and told that man, you locked up, what I'm going to listen to you for? I wouldn't be where I'm at today. It would have been a puzzle piece missing. He poured into me where he was at. He poured into me. I didn't look at the person's situation. I just heard what the person was saying to me. You understand that? We will miss it if we don't listen. Me saying that to you today and sharing that with you, I'm coming to tell you that you have been too focused on the attack. You've been too focused on who's attacking you, and you have been too focused on how it makes you feel. The enemy didn't want you to know that you are the head and not the tail. Did you hear me? You are the head and not the tail. And do you know what comes with that? Let me tell you something. The people that came up against you, the people that mistreated you, mishandled you, can I tell you that they're the tail? Can I tell you that God told me he can't trust them? He can't trust them. They do too much plotting and planning and scheming. They do too much. They do too much for the enemy. He can't trust them. And baby, some of them people go to church every Sunday and they don't miss Bible study. Did you hear what I said? God can't trust them. And they wonder why they sitting up praying. You can't pray and plot. Listen, I'm just a messenger. You can't pray and plot. You can't pray and say, God, can you bless me? And then you over here attacking one of his children, baby. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. And I'm gonna tell you something else. When you pray and you plot, God, he don't hear you no more. I'm just coming to be real with the people that be praying and plotting. I'm just saying, he don't hear you. He don't hear you no more. But I'm trying to explain to you because there's too many people that feel like the people that mishandled them, stabbed them in the back, stabbed you in your face, mistreated you. You think they got away with it. They didn't get away with anything. God cannot trust them. That's why they are not blessed. They too worried about ruining your life. They too worried about dragging your name through the dirt. They too worried about lying on you. God can't use people like that. He can't use people like that, and he's not about to bless people like that. This is what I'm trying to tell you. You are sitting up here, and you sitting up here, you thinking they got over because they sitting up laughing at you. They laughing at your pain. They laughing at your hurt. It don't matter. It don't matter. You are the one that's gonna reap 100-fold. You are the one that God can trust. What is we talking about, babe? You've been sitting up for too long letting it play over and over and over and wondering, God, why did they do this? God, why did they lie on me? God, I only did what you told me to do. God, I've been walking in my purpose, trying to be a better person, and I did the right thing by them. You already got the victory. You already won. God already knows the truth. You ain't even got to explain yourself. Do you hear me? You ain't got to explain yourself to nobody that walks this earth. Because nobody matters. The Almighty already knows what happened. He's seen the whole thing play out. He know who the villains are. You hear me? You ain't got to sit up and worry about that no more. Free yourself from thinking about it. Don't keep letting it play over and over in your head. Don't let it get you down. Don't let it make you feel some type of way and think that they over there laughing and they got over. They ain't get over on nothing. The Almighty can trust you. You know why he can trust you? Do you know why? Do you know why the Almighty can trust you? Because they attacked you, right? And you could have attacked them back. You had all the cards. You had all the ammunition. You could have killed them. You could have killed them. But you didn't. You was obedient to what God told you to do. He can trust you. And God trusting you is more valuable, baby, than vengeance. You hear me? He can trust you. He's about to bless you. You are the head and not the tail. They are the tail. They are envious. They are jealous. You have a light. And you sit up like, well, why are they jealous of me? I don't even got nothing. I'm sitting up here going through. It don't matter. It don't matter what you going through. It don't matter what you look like. It don't matter what you've been through. You are a light everywhere you go. I remember going through so much. And God said, can't nobody put your light out. You glow in the dark, Shalakimia. You glow in the dark. Where there's darkness, I've made you a light. That's when I found that I glow in the dark. They can't dim my light, I glow in the dark. That's my response. You can't dim my light, baby, I glow in the dark. They can't dim your light. They might have hurt you and it hurt a little bit. You might be in pain. You might be disappointed. You might be brokenhearted, whatever you are. Whatever you are. You are still who God created you to be, though. And that's all that matters. So you're gonna pick yourself up, you're gonna dust yourself off, and you're gonna understand that you are the head and not the tail. You are going to understand you are great. You are going to understand that you are the prize. Let me tell you, some people wouldn't be trying to sit up and plot and plan and scheme if there wasn't something great down on the inside of you. Do you understand? I heard this saying, people don't rob empty houses. What they going in an empty house for? What they going to get? They know that there's no valuables in an empty house. You're not an empty house. Do you understand? Now, you needed this message because you're about to go to the next level. You're about to do some great things. God's about to trust you. He can trust you with wealth because he know that you're going to take some of that wealth and you're going to bless his people. He can trust you with wealth. He can trust you in rooms, baby, that you only imagined about. He can trust you in there. He can't trust them tails. That's why they sitting up doing the things that they doing. That's why they being wicked. God can't trust them. I don't care what their title is. I don't care how much education they have. I don't care if they are a celebrity. I don't care. I don't care if they got a label in the church. I don't care who they are. They could be a pastor. If you would tell, you would tell. And you can tell the tell that a person to tell by the fruits, by their fruit, baby, by their fruit. You can tell a head by the fruits. It's a big responsibility that comes with the head. We can't move like the tail. Yeah, you feel like you under pressure. You feel like everybody expect you to be strong all the time. You are the head. They know you are the head. They know they are the tail. They know they are at the bottom trying to pray and plot. You can't pray and plot, baby. You can't do that. I don't want that situation worrying you no more. I came to remind you of who you are. I came to remind you that you the prize and that you worthy, baby. Let them laugh. Let them rejoice in what they think is the end of you. But I hope they ready to receive tenfold what they did to you. I hope they ready to receive that. Because you can't touch the Almighty's anointed and think you're going to live a blessed life. But we're going to let God handle that because vengeance is his. And he's seen it all. He's seen the whole thing. I used to allow those things to bother me, y'all. It used to drive me crazy when I know I did right by somebody. When I know I did right by the situation, it used to drive me crazy. Until the Almighty said, you ain't about to sit here and allow that situation to have power over you. I know the truth. And you gonna rest that I know the truth. Because I'm the only one that matters. They got the answer to me. And you got the rest in that. Because the enemy will try to use that to drive you crazy, because you know by heart you a good person. You know in your mind you a good person. You know that you have changed for the better, baby. You have changed. And it upsets you because you have done a lot to change and be a better person. You have turned your cheek so many different times. You have been silent so many different times. And I already know how it is, baby, when somebody play with you and who you used to be and how you would snap on out, baby, and show people don't play with me because I'm not the one. Oh, I know what that feeling's like. Trust me. But I have to be obedient. We have to be obedient no matter what. Let me tell you something. There's a bigger reward in being obedient. It's a bigger reward. God trusts you. And that's what the Almighty wanted you to know today. He can trust you because of your fruit. He can trust you because of the way you handle people that hurt you and mistreated you. He can trust you. He's going to bless you. You're going to be blessed 100-fold. He's about to make sure that you lack nothing. He about to bless you in their face. He about to bless you in their face. What make you laugh now, make you cry later. They better stop playing with you because you ain't the one. I'm never going to learn a lesson. That was a lesson that I had to learn. I had to learn that I can't sit up and allow things to bother me because God knows the truth. I had to sit up and realize I'm the head and not the tail. They going to be jealous. They going to be envious. They going to attack because that's what tails do. They don't know no better. They fake. It takes a lot of strength to be the head. Do you understand that? And the tails are mad at you and jealous of you and envious of you because, baby, you represent that head like no other. You do it with grace. You are the head humbly. I hope that helped somebody. I hope that freed you from that prison. I hope I was able to remind you of who you are. Pull yourself together. That's it. Pull yourself all the way together. You were destined for a time like this. Nobody can walk in your purpose like you walk in your purpose. I know it's not easy dealing with people that don't like you, jealous, envious, stab you in your back. I know it's not easy, baby. I know it's not. I've been there so many times. The very people that you have been great to. The very people. But it's okay. I need you to just understand who you are. I don't know who was feeling like they wanted to give up today. You ain't gonna give up today, and you ain't gonna give up any other day. Ain't nobody sitting up giving nobody the pleasure. What happened? They're playing fair when it came to you. And Jeanette, Ziggy, Tiffany, Boris, Desiree, Kendrick. They're playing failed. And the plans will always fail. Because God is always going to pour into you and give you what you need to get through that season. And every other season, you've been through worse. Whatever you may be going through right now, big or small or medium, you have been through worse. And you have came out winning. You came out with the victory. And you look back and you say, oh, I had to go through that to get here. It ain't nothing but preparation, baby. The Almighty ain't doing nothing but preparing you for the big blessing He got for you. And I know you may feel like this season is heavy. It is. But guess what? The blessing is even heavier. How about that? The blessing is even heavier, baby. The blessing is bigger. And you have shown the Almighty that He can trust you. That's all I want. I was driving the car yesterday. I told God, I said, the desires of my heart is to make you proud. The desires of my heart is to pour into as many people as I can pour into. The desires of my heart is for God to be able to trust me with His people. Trust me that I'm going to guide them in the right direction. That I'm going to protect them when He tell me to protect them. I'm going to cover y'all when He tell me to cover y'all. That's worth more to me than anything. That's all. I love y'all. You know, you got a great purpose on your life. I don't care who come up against you. God's going to handle them. I promise you. He's going to handle them. You focus on what you got to do. Don't let them tails distract you. They're not even on your level. That's why they hating. They can't even fathom. You understand? They on the outside looking in, looking at your success. They looking at, your healthy relationship, your marriage. They looking at the friendships you have. They looking how God blessing you. They looking at your success. They looking at all of that from the outside. From the outside. Can't even get in. Can't even get in. You know why they can't get in? They have not been obedient. They can't get in because they plotting, planning, dividing, scheming, all type of stuff that God ain't told them to do. When it come to you, God can't trust them. He can't trust a person that's sitting up plotting, planning, and scheming and mistreating, mishandling, stabbing them, people in their back, talking about them, dragging their. Listen, God ain't listen. You've been good to them people. You done helped them. You done helped them when they ain't had a place to live. You done fed them. You done let them borrow some money. You done took their kids in. You done helped them with a whole bunch of stuff. And they mistreated you. They mistreated you and they talked about you. They talked behind your back and God heard the conversation. They talked behind your back. They mistreated you, Miss Ham. They did all type of stuff. God can't trust nobody like that. Did you hear me? God can't trust nobody like that. But He can trust you because you ain't like that. That's why you the head. I love y'all. I hope that this message poured into you and it reroutes you. And I pray that you allow God to occupy your mind, occupy your hearts, because He's the only way, y'all. The Almighty is the only way. Don't get too far away from the Almighty. You're going to be far away from everything that you need. But I hope that this message poured into you tonight and you have a new wind in you, baby. You got a new fight in you. You got a new greatness in you. Your anointing is back up there. Listen, it's your time. It's your time. I love y'all and thank y'all for receiving this message and thank you for receiving me and thank you for supporting me. And all glory go to God. Because without Him, I wouldn't be able to not listen to this flesh and be able to hear him clear. You hear me? And I'm going to continue to do that because I'm going to continue to come and pour into y'all. I love y'all and have a good night.